Hello, Claudine.
Hello and welcome to Who Is Best, a show where I, Claudine, take games that give you choices and rate those choices in a tier list. Breath of Fire 4 might be one of the prettiest games on the PS1. Ignore the awkward 3D models and you have a lush and colorful hand-drawn world with some of the most animated and detailed character sprites I've ever seen. You also have a highly dynamic and customizable battle system and party members. And that's why we're here today. We're asking ourselves, who is the best party member in Breath of Fire 4? Now, similar to my BOF 3 tier list, ranking party members here is tricky. Once again, you can use the Master system to influence your party's stats. For example, Nina is a powerful glass cannon, but given the right Master, and she can gain a higher defensive stat, fundamentally changing her character's role. There's also skills, base stats, and accessibility to take into account. On top of all this, the battle system allows 3 primary party members with 3 secondary members that can be swapped in at any time, meaning that all available characters can be useful. With all that being said though, this shouldn't be a long one, so let's jump into it. If you want to see exclusive JRPG and video game content, be sure to join the Pro tier on Patreon for only $1 a month. Make sure you subscribe while you're here and stick around till the end where we'll discuss the best party combinations, as well as a bonus list. We'll start with the tier. The only member of the tier is Fo Lu. Fo Lu is a reoccurring character throughout the story. He's immensely powerful from the beginning and even possesses dragon transformations like Ryu. Unfortunately, he's only accessible during certain scripted sections and never joins the core party, making him, essentially, the worst party member. The low tier. Cray is the most inefficient damage dealer in BOF 4. He's not only incredibly slow, but also lacks any multi-hit weapons. For a physical damage dealer, this is a massive handicap. To add insult to injury, Cray has the worst AP of the bunch, meaning he'll lack the ability to spam his best skills. His best skills, like Quake and certain support abilities, can only be used a handful of times before his AP pool needs to be replenished. During the first few hours of the game, before you gain other party members, Cray's damage is useful, but with the presence of Ryu and Skyas, there is practically no reason to use Cray in the mid and late game. The mid tier. Ursula is undervalued in most rankings due to her lacking any real single target damage potential. But in a game where 90% of battles are random encounters, Ursula's multi-hit attacks and crowd control really come in handy. Ursula is one of the 3 best magic users in the game and statistically has no obvious weaknesses. She's also incredibly resilient with her Revival Will, which has a chance of reviving Ursula when KO'd with 1 HP. This makes her survivability higher than any other party member. Unfortunately, aside from random encounters, Ursula isn't too useful in the harder fights, making her a mid-tier character. Most of us benched Urshin in our first playthroughs. She's a terrible physical damager, and as soon as another party member is available, she was swapped in the back row. She has low defense, so she can't be a tank, and her magic potential is abysmal. But due to some narrative revelations that come later in your playthrough, if a player invests in building Urshin's magic stats with masters like Abyss early on, Urshin will surpass both Nina and Ursula in magic damage. Urshin gains all 3 magic element spells and the incredibly powerful death spell. She can drag out magic combos and is also one of the best party AP batteries in the game. Overall, if you're willing to suffer through the early and mid game, Urshin will become a powerhouse in the late game. The top tier. Nina is almost a required party member, no matter which direction you're going. Nina's high intelligence and speed allows her to pop off healing spells before most enemies can attack. Her speed, more importantly, also allows her to control combos. By securing the first attack in most battles, Nina is key in setting up the best magic combos in the game, maximizing your party's damage. Her defense is terrible and she will die from any large physical attacks. But if a player capitalizes on her cheering will and swapping her back and forth from the back row, Nina will be one of the best characters from beginning to end. Skyas nearly made it into the god tier. Skyas' multi-hit attacks and skills like Shining Blade make for some of the highest damage potential in BOF 4. He starts as a solid party member and only gets better as time goes on. What makes Skyas better than most other party members is that on top of being one of the highest damage dealers with multi-hit weapons and high speed, he is also a secondary support. Skyas gains dozens of healing and support magic, allowing him to take some of the healing burden from Nina. This opens her up to focus on magic combos. Overall, Skyas is an absolute beast and one of the best party members in Breath of Fire 4. The God Tier. This should be no surprise to anyone, but the single best party member in BOF 4 is Ryu. This iteration of Ryu in the 4th title has one of the best human forms in the series. With skills like Shadow Walk or Super Combo, he becomes immensely overpowered. Strategically using his dragon transformations to heal his HP and AP and exploit weaknesses, or just hit for critical damage, is the optimal way to devastate bosses. On top of this, any skill learned by Fo Lu will be transferred to Ryu in the late game. This tees him up for outrageous damage in the endgame. And of course, we have the dragon transformations. Aura in the early game comes with an all-around stat boost, and Dragon Breath. Later, transformations like Were, Mammoth, Knight, Punk, and finally Kaiser solidify his place at the top of this list. And that's our list. How did we do? Do you think Nina or Urshin should be higher? Or perhaps I overvalued Skyas' versatility? Let me know in the comments below. As for the best party, there are 2 solid setups that have been used for an optimal playthrough. In the late game, a magic-focused team of Nina, Ursula, and a buffed Urshin can make for some devastating magic combos. But the single best team for all-around usefulness is Ryu, Skyas, and Nina. This team has high physical damage, healing and support, and magic like Wind and Holy to cover any weaknesses. Thank you to all my supporters, and if you would like to become a part of the Low Cloud8 family and gain access to a library of exclusive content, join either YouTube membership or Patreon for only $1 a month. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bonus round. Top 10 coolest Breath of Fire characters, go. Number 10, BOF 2's Nina. Number 9, BOF 5's Lyn. Number 8, BOF 2's Sten. Number 7, BOF 4's Urshin. Number 6, BOF 3's Ray. Number 5, BOF 4's Ursula. Number 4, BOF 4's Ryu. Number 3, BOF 2's Cat. Number 2, BOF 3's Momo. And number 1 is Blue. No matter which one she's in, it's Blue. But probably BOF 3 because she's naked in that one.